Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. So I'm in San Jose, California right now for Samsung's launch of the Galaxy S24 series. We have all three phones right here, including the big boy, the S24 Ultra. So this is the new titanium colored model with a new titanium frame. You can see overall the phone looks very similar to the S23 Ultra, except the screen is now entirely flat. The S23 Ultra had a slight curvature on the left and right side, which I did not mind at all, but I know a lot of people didn't like it. There are also other new colorways for the S24 series. So this display 6.8-inch Quad HD resolution. It's almost the same panel as last year, except it gets a little bit brighter. In fact, the S24 Ultra's max nits now gets up to like 2,600 nits. Compared to the S23 Ultra under direct sunlight or harsh light, then you can definitely see the difference. And of course, we have the smaller S24 Plus. The screen size actually increased a little bit to 6.7 inches compared to 6.6 last year. And then we have the smallest S24 standard. So this one also got a slight screen bump to 6.2 inches compared to 6.1 last year. So all three of these phones in the US and in Hong Kong will be powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. I know in some regions in Europe, the smaller two models like the S24 and S24 Plus will be powered by the Exynos chip. But for me in Hong Kong or in the US, it's going to be Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 all the way. In terms of cameras, let's focus on this big guy here because the two smaller phones, the S24 Plus and S24, actually bring back the exact same camera hardware as the last year. But on the S24 Ultra, you have a brand new 5x optical zoom. Now, if you're wondering, isn't this a downgrade from the last few Ultra phones which had a 10x lens? Well, actually no, because this 5x zoom lens now, it's a 50 megapixel sensor and it has a larger image sensor than last year's 10x zoom lens. So Samsung is saying that this 5x zoom lens will be able to do a 10x zoom that is still optical quality. And even though I have very limited space here, I did some quick side-by-side comparisons and I can say that the S24 Ultra's 10 times zoom is at least every bit as good as the S23 Ultra's 10 times zoom. But the 5x zoom will be much better than last year's phone, obviously. And that's a good thing because 5x zoom is a much more natural focal length. Like usually 10x zoom is just way too far, right? Like if I'm standing here filming my friend Ray, 5x is just a much more natural focal length. So in terms of hardware, there's not too much new, but this year's phone, it's not really about hardware. As you can see right here, Galaxy AI is here. This year's phones is all about artificial intelligence, and it is on-device, mostly on-device generative AI, so kind of similar to what the Google Pixel 8 did with this phone. Samsung's S24 series have a bunch of cool new generative AI features, including real-time two-way live translation. So this works in a phone call too. So you can call someone who's speaking Korean, and then you can hear the voice back in English or another language of your choice. It supports also like Chinese, French, German, Spanish, even Thai. So you can translate one language to another in real time in the middle of a phone call. So in this demo here, you can see that I'm conversing with a Korean restaurant. The lady is speaking Korean, but we can converse with each other. Hey, I was wondering, what time do you open? What are your opening hours?
안녕하세요. 몇 시에 문을 여는지 궁금합니다. 뭐 하세요? 안녕하세요. 저희는 오전 9시에 We open at 9 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m.
And this happens entirely on device. I do not need to connect to the internet to do this. Another feature I'm gonna find very useful is circle to search. So basically, if you long press on the home button, you'll bring up this circle to search. And then from here, if you circle any part of the screen, it will immediately do a Google image search. So right here, you can see that it not only found the picture of the iPhone that I took, it found the exact images that I took. Like this is my hand holding my iPhone from like 2-3 years ago. And this works with anything that's showing on your screen. So if I take a picture of my shoe, I don't even have to snap the picture actually. If I just long press, then I can circle on it. Then it brings up the exact pair of shoes. These are the exact model of shoes that I have. So this comes in very handy. Now, obviously, you might be thinking, you can use this feature in other apps like Google Lens. Yes, but the cool thing about this is it's built natively into the Samsung UI experience. So you don't need to install any third-party app. You don't have to worry about your data being transferred elsewhere. Everything stays on device on your Galaxy phone. Another thing that will need the internet though is generative AI photo editing, and this is another feature that I think is going to be very fun to play with. Other generative AI features include note assist and writing assist. So for note assist, if I tap into, say, this article right here, there's a button with 3 stars right here. If I tap on this button, then I can summarize this article. So obviously this article is a little bit short, but it can work with a much longer one too. So another cool AI feature is you can film any video of the S24 phones, like a normal standard 4K 30 video. The phone can then use AI to turn it into slow motion video by using interpolation to add extra frames. Because you know, when you watch a slow motion video, you need more frames in there. I'm just gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna toss my wallet around. Okay, so you see right now the video is moving at normal speed, but if I long press on the video now, see, it slows it down. And you see it doesn't look choppy at all. So this is the S24 series in a nutshell. I know in terms of hardware, not a lot new, but the software AI improvements are quite important because generative AI is the future, whether we like it or not. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that all these AI features are almost entirely software driven. Like they're not reliant on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or the new Exynos chip. In fact, Samsung has confirmed that these AI features will go to the S23 series, but just in the second half of the year. So that means all these new Galaxy AI features, they are not in fact exclusive to the S24 series. If you own the S23 or even the S22, you will be able to do all these things I just shown on camera eventually. It's just Samsung's making you wait 6 months. Yeah, it's a tactic to get you to buy the new phones, but Samsung's not the only one doing this. Google did the same thing. Like all the Pixel 8 AI features, they can run on the Pixel 7 too. Likewise with Apple products too, right? A lot of the iPad features technically can run on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but Apple's just not giving it to us. As for what I think of the devices, you guys know me, I'm a camera guy, so I'm gonna definitely use the S24 Ultra because I think the 5x zoom lens is improved. From what I can see, it's better than the iPhone 5x zoom lens for sure. But I don't know if it's better than the Vivo X100 Pro zoom lens or the Oppo Find X7 Ultra. We'll have to do more testing. I should get my hands on the devices pretty soon, so please stay tuned. I will have a full review. This is just a very brief hands-on at this controlled Samsung setting. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot. Thanks for watching.